So I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to judge me. No, seriously. I want you to judge me. You might be sitting there thinking, well, she's a 5'7" tall Indian girl who probably spends all her time studying in a room like the stereotypical Indian is represented, or that she has really dark brown hair, that she has really long, possibly fake eyelashes, or why I'm even up here asking you to judge me. But I know that out of all of you, at least a few of you might have thought, well, why is she so thin? And I'm here to answer just that. It was a time during 7th grade when all my classmates and friends were going through this excited time, as adults like to put it, called puberty. I was going through a severe form of depression. My depression started off with the same question, why are you so skinny? I remember when someone first asked me that in 7th grade, I didn't know how to reply because I didn't know I had a body size different from other people, and I didn't give much importance to it until this question kept getting repetitive, and then I started looking at my body in a different perspective. Why was it so thin? And I remember this one question that people asked me that bothered me a lot was, are you anorexic? But that wasn't all that they asked me. They asked me stuff like, hey Anna, can you finish the burger in your hand? Hey Anna, can you hold on to the pole? I think the wind might blow you away. Or they'd be scared to hug me or touch me because they think I'd break. Or they'd observe me while I ate like I'm some sort of animal. It wasn't only classmates and friends who did this to me, but it was also family, which bothered me the most. I remember I was visiting my hometown in India, and my favorite aunt was coming to visit, and I was really excited to see her because she was my favorite as a baby, and I hadn't seen her since I was really young. And I went to greet her at the door when she first came, and I remember I smiled at her when she first came, and the first thing she did was that she looked at me up and down, and she walked off and went to greet my other cousins. And I looked at my mom confused, and my mom said, don't worry about it. And I didn't worry about it until we were at the dining table, and my aunt, my dad, and I were the only ones left. And I remember my aunt giving me vulgar looks and kept calling me undeserving, and she kept asking my dad, why is she so thin? Why is she such a disappointment? Can you imagine a relative who's once your favorite as a baby treat you differently for your size? Other situations included times in 7th grade when I was in PE class and we were playing volleyball, and I was standing there trying to show off volleyball skills that I honestly never had. And I remember one of my classmates and friends, he screamed and he asked me, hey Anna, are you anorexic? And I looked at him shocked because he just screamed this out loud in dead silence, and my whole class heard it, my teacher heard it, but he pretended to be busy with the files in front of him. And I felt so ashamed that I couldn't reply back to him because I was so self-conscious. But then I went back home that same day, and I asked myself a question. What if I was fat? Would that same guy be screaming, hey Anna, are you obese? Probably not, because that's what society has taught us. For some legitimate answers as to my own body size, I went to the use of social media and medical care, and that's when I found out that I had a fast-working metabolism. A fast-working metabolism, for those of you who don't know, is how fast your body can consume and break down that food into energy. And a normal person has a BMR, or a basic metabolic rate, of 1,680 calories. So you would burn off 1,680 calories per day. While I, having a faster metabolism and being able to burn off calories faster, would burn off about 2,500 and above. And I remember thinking, well, I don't have a disorder, I don't have a disease. It was just unique that I could eat the size of Texas, but remain the size of Angelina Jolie. And I remember asking myself, if I just had luck, what was actually wrong with me? Why did I feel bad about my size? And I realized I felt bad because this isn't what society expected me to be. Society and its standards. For what is acceptable to say to someone and about their body sizes, that's what's wrong. So I edited a video from BuzzFeed which shows a woman's ideal body size expected by society throughout history, starting from 305 BC to now. exactly are these ideal sizes which change over a time period as short as 10 years? 1 minute we're expected to look hero and thin, the next minute we're expected to look curvy because real women have curves. It's almost like society's standards are like Santa's checklist. You have to keep checking off physical features as we go, or else we leave ourselves as women disappointed. And according to National Health Foundation, depression is going to be the world's second biggest problem by the year 2024. And 91% of women worldwide are depressed and upset about their size, and only 5% of all the women worldwide possess the body naturally that we portray in social media. And this is according to Do Something Foundation, an organization which works for youth and social change, currently holding 4.3 million members, striving for a change. So what I'm trying to share with you here is that society and its standards and suffering under them and accepting them, they're both choices. They may not seem like it, but they're both choices. With my own story, I decided that there was just this time where I couldn't care. I turned ambivalent, and I thought of everyone else's opinions as less important than my opinions of myself. And that's when I realized confidence is the key. When you learn to have confidence, you learn to be able to say stuff in a way that you've always been wanting to say. And I remember the next time a girl asked me why I'm so thin, I looked at her and I said the same thing, why are you so fat? And she replied to me saying, hey Anna, you don't have to be so rude, I was just concerned you should gain a bit of weight. And I replied with the same exact thing again. I said, well honey, I was concerned about you too, I think you should lose a bit of weight. And she walked off. I wasn't being rude here. I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just maintaining self-respect, because someone is more than just what we think we know and understand about them. I feel like being this thin has given me an advantage, not that I can eat more than the rest of you or that I don't need to exercise as much, but that I know from the pain of being judged that I shouldn't be passing on my perceptions of other people based on what I think I know and understand about them. And on the other argument, you can't stop others from criticizing you. You can learn to stop caring. You can learn to start advocating yourself. And most importantly, you can learn to change society's expectations and perceptions of what it means to be a woman. Thank you.